Welcome everybody to this beautiful Light Warrior session today on Sunday, the 14th of August, 2022. As usual, we are represented all over the globe as Light Warriors helping planet Earth to move forward, as well as our fellow humans. I'm Wouter, I'm your tech host. If you have any technical difficulties, send me a direct message and I'll try to sort you out as soon as possible. And for the introduction of today, we'll hand it over to our beautiful Inken, dialing in from sunny and warm Germany.
Yeah, which is rare, by the way. Hi, everybody. So happy to see you. I'm sending you, sunshine greetings from beautiful Germany, my home country. And I'm really, really happy and excited to be here today with you. For those of you who might be the first time with us or you watch the replay, the Light Warrior Collective is a very, very special safe space that has developed within the past 2 years and has really become such a unique light space that is very dear to our hearts. And we are excited to serve you every week at the same time, every Sunday, with unique sessions that are meant to empower you, inspire you, and just raise your vibration. And if you feel you want to be with beautiful beings, this is the space for you to be, because also our participants are amazing and are co-creating with us. So it's like this, it's not just us and you there, it's like we merge together, being together in these beautiful moments and co-creating. And I'm always amazed how many amazing guest speakers we connect, we bring into the space, and who also are willing to share their wisdom with you. And one of these very, very, very special souls, and she's a soul sister of me, is Christina. She has an amazing story and is an absolute powerhouse. Christina, you are such a bright light, and I am honored that you're here with us today, and that you're sharing your wisdom with our beautiful community and everyone who will watch the replay afterwards. So full of gratitude, full of love for you, you know that, and I cannot wait that you share one of the topics that I know is very, very dear to your heart today with us. And I hand it over to you so you can share a little bit about your story, about what's going to happen today. And I'm really already filled with a beautiful vibration. So happy to have you. Much love.
Thank you so much, my beautiful friend Inken. I am very deeply honored to be here. I mean, I love the Light Warrior Collective. It's been a few months or maybe years now that you've been gathering, and I have been in many of the meditations, and I always come forth and leave with this sense of peace and joy and community. Actually, that is something that I most remember about being here. And I think this is my second time here. And so I'm very, very honored that you would invite me back. And the topic today, which is Ho'oponopono, is something very, very dear to me, because just in my recent present day, I would say in the last year and a half, I have been incorporating Ho'oponopono regularly in my regular meditation practice. And it is something that is so simple, but something that is so powerful that when we actually take the essence of this ancient Hawaiian teaching of forgiveness and acceptance and joining with love and appreciation and gratitude, it heals us from the inside out. And the way that I would like to introduce the Ho'oponopono today is about healing the inner child. There's many, many aspects, of course, and in general that one can use the Ho'oponopono prayer. It's basically inner work and healing ourselves and getting ourselves to a place of forgiveness to a place where we realize that there is really nothing to forgive. However, to start about the inner child work, it is the concept that we were born perfect beings on this planet. And when we are babies with this joy and expectation of nothing but happiness and joy, and everything is available and possible for us, we go on in life, hopefully staying this way. However, what happens usually, or occasionally, or regularly in people's lives is we then encounter the human condition in others, whether it is our parents, other elders, people on the schoolyard. And then we have some interactions that then make us decide that whatever is being expressed from the other person might be true for us. And then what happens is we go through life and then we all have something called the ego. And the ego is very clever. And then it helps us bring forth these defense mechanisms, these creative ways to then be able to show up in the world in order to shine bright, to find our worth, or to protect ourselves from the pain that and blame and shame that we are trying to avoid. And so you've heard very much in many self-development teachings that the human being is all about either gaining pleasure or alleviating pain, right? And so that's just, one form in expressing what actually happens. And of course, in other spiritual teachings or other modalities, it'll be expressed in a different way, but it's all the same thing. We all want to be loved. We all want to be truly accepted, and we all want to be happy. That is the bottom line and the basis in life. And then it depends if we choose whether we go into the aspect of love or whether we go with the aspect of fear and protection. And so bringing it back to the inner child, it starts from there, you see, because it's a slow process of evolvement and growing. And little by little, as we hear the words that are said to us, or we experience what people are doing in our midst, then we take that in. And the brain kicks in, the mind engages, and then it connects with the heart, and then it connects with the ego. And then there's this inner child within saying, how do I protect myself from this? How do I alleviate the pain? How do I make them wrong? How do I show them that I'm really a light? How do I show them that I'm really worthy in this world? And then we find in our toolbox certain things that we've learned to put in there, and then we get really good at it. And then one day we wake up either in our young adolescence or our adult life, and we get tired of this pain and blame and shame and guilt that we've been carrying. And we realize that there's got to be a better way. And we start looking. First, we start searching outside of ourselves for things that may be used as a Band-Aid or that may perhaps distract us. We become really good multitaskers. We become really good workaholics. Or in anything that we do, we tend to just strive to become these better people so that we can appear to look all together, all perfect. And then what could happen is that this energy that is not healed and released, it gets buried into our cellular levels. And it can either come forth as extreme emotional pain, mental illness, or physical illness. And so I'd like to tell a short version of a long story. And it's about how Ho'oponopono actually came into my life in a very, very intense and necessary way. All of you probably know that I was diagnosed with the C word last year. And at that time, it was still during the pandemic, and I was living with my mother. And during this time, my mother and I were not particularly in a good place. However, when I look back into the patterns of my life, I realize that sometimes in families, there are certain relationships that are just deemed special relationships. You know, we come into this world and this planet, and this is what our soul is asking us to work out while we are here living our worldly life. And so for me, the part that's the bulldog within me is I'm going to heal these relationships. I'm going to heal all my relationships in my life, my mother, my sister, my brothers, my son. And I was determined to do that. And through living with my mom, I realized and found out that her true goal for wanting me to have a base in Canada with her, because I was supposed to be traveling all over the world, you know, putting my online courses finally on my websites and sharing my journey spiritually. I had all these speaking engagements that I had planned, but I got stuck in Vancouver during the pandemic. But she really wanted me to have a base with her when I wasn't abroad traveling. But she wanted to bring me back into the Catholic faith. She basically was watching everything that I was doing, you know, the sharing that I would be doing in this universal form of spirituality. And she would want to then put it back into the Catholic faith. And that was her main trajectory. She didn't tell me that, but that's what became apparent after a while. So it became very uncomfortable. And there was a lot of this pain body projection. If you're not familiar with what pain body is, that actually comes from Eckhart Tolle's teachings in some of his books. It's this pain that we carry attached to our egos, that when we see another being that triggers us, that pain body can get activated. And then that pain body wants to project outward to that other person to try to work it out, or to try to then add fuel to the flames. So that then there's this discussion to see whether one or the other party can actually bring to peace in this way of expression. But of course, when we're expressing that way, it never brings to peace, because each other's pain comes up and it becomes this cause and effect. So when I was diagnosed with cancer last year, I, by the grace of God, realized that my body and spirit was giving me the opportunity to look deep within and to heal those places in myself that I had covered with so many shields, with so many veils, with so many other good reasons to cover up or to deflect the pain that I was feeling within. And I use the story about my mother because this has been ongoing for most of our life. And although I do have my moments, and I had my moments of fear and fetal positions, I can honestly say that today, when I see my mother, we live in the same building, she lives down the hall, we are at a place of peace today. And that took a long time. I mean, when you think about 2 years intensely being with each other, one trying to heal a relationship and one trying to project her pain because of healing, it took a while for me to actually get to that place of healing and forgiveness. And soon after I was diagnosed, I went to Hawaii for 2 months. And I think most of you know that. And that's when I began to really take in the Ho'oponopono in my life, because I knew that the healing begins with me. I needed to look within myself in the inner being and that inner child that didn't get the love, that didn't get the acknowledgement, that didn't get the apologies, to come back to love, to return back to love, and to remember the true essence of who that child was, which is pure love essence. We are all pure love essence. Every single being that walks the planet is pure love essence. And when we remember fully, and completely connect to that cellular level that we are pure love essence, our life then unfolds in the beauty of the present moment. Our hearts are open to the divine guidance and instructions that comes in that moment. And when a mother, a father, a loved one, a sister, somebody who's having a hard day at the supermarket just stands there in a pain body and all of a sudden projects, we go into deep compassion rather than reaction. We go into compassion and response, or not, or we simply give love. We simply give the love energy. And I notice that I am more and more with that compassion today than I was perhaps even 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because life is truly, truly a journey. And how it was last year, it was so bad. I mean, my mother turned 80 on July 26th, and I arrived in Maui on July 6th. And I remember how much pain I was in during that time. First of all, having to accept that I had this diagnosis, and in my mind, knowing that I wanted to release all blame and shame from everyone and everything, although that pain was there and I could see it. I mean, my human condition couldn't even make the caller to say happy birthday. But this is where, and she wasn't very happy about that, and I knew she wouldn't be, but I was in sort of this self-preservation mode where I was really going deep into self-love and saying, Christina, what do you need? What do you need to do here? If we're not ready to be in that authentic space of joy and love and forgiveness, then we continue to go within, which is what I did. And so through the last 14 months, I have been doing the Ho'oponopono meditation, healing the inner child, looking deep within at those wounds, those buried wounds from within that were now ready to surface, because I knew that the reason why I had this physical condition was a beautiful opportunity for me to live my life in a different way, to let go of old paradigms, and to reset my mindset, to really remember the true essence of who I am. And then also, when I finally get the true essence of who I am, I can look at another person and know that that's the true essence of who they are. And that's what happened with me and my mother. And so when I got back from Greece, I was in Greece for 6 months for medical treatment. It was her birthday again. I arrived on July 1st and I had some medical appointments, and her birthday's July 25th. So we had a little family dinner on July 24th, and everybody was just so nice. Everybody just returned to love. Nobody dredged up the past. Nobody has to dredge up the past because it's no longer here. We are here in the present moment. We are here in present day. And when everyone just goes back to returning to that state of love and all the energies coming out as love, what's going to happen? Then that energy of love is going to manifest and basically multiply. And then when we're in that state, everything comes naturally. Everything becomes beautiful, kind, and loving. So I'll stop it there. And, there may be some questions about it, but I just want to say one more thing about the Ho'oponopono. So the Ho'oponopono prayer, I'm going to put up the notes now here on the chat. I'm going to do it in 2 because there's a couple of, I hope. Okay, if you just please give me a moment. I think it's easiest just to have it on the chat, and then you guys can save the chat, and then you'll always have it. There's the first part of it. So welcome to forgiving yourself. This half means that's a typo. I'll correct that. This meditation is the ancient Hawaiian Ho'oponopono prayer. And Ho'oponopono means to make right, to cause things to move into balance. And so pono in Hawaiian also means balance, but ho'o means to make, and pono means right. So ho'o means to make and pono right. And then the second part, pono, the double pono means, the repetition means to double right. So being right with ourselves and with others. And so for the meditation, basically it's looking at this child that is within your inner child, and it's going into the core essence of oneself, and just giving ourselves the space and time to be with that, because it is a miraculous practice, and it brings unexpected miracles, lightness of heart and spirit that we don't even expect. So here are the 4 lines to the prayer. It starts very simply. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. It's to cleanse ourselves of our bad feelings. We chant the mantra repeatedly while sitting, eyes closed. So this is something that you can do yourself. You don't even have to be in meditation. If perhaps you're in a situation where it feels a little bit uncomfortable, you can simply chant that mantra and hold, be with your inner child, and know that there's nothing outside of yourself. Everything that's happening is just outside, and to have compassion for whatever it is that's happening there. And when you chant this prayer, it's absolutely miraculous. And so lastly, I'm just going to put the last 2 things down here, about the understanding of true forgiveness. Because true forgiveness, in the essence of the word, at the end of the day, there's nothing to forgive. But sometimes, and even with ourselves, saying the word I'm sorry means acknowledgement. It means something did happen that was uncomfortable. And so that acknowledgement is, especially for the child, for the inner child, that's the understanding that, okay, I couldn't understand this. This really hurt me. And so I need somebody to acknowledge that this really happened, and that they're sorry, and that we can return back to peace and return back to love. So there's a lot of notes there, but as we meditate, I think you'll understand what the notes are. And so, are there any questions before we meditate? I can just get the music ready, but because I can't actually see any hands or anything, but maybe Trent can. But you let me know if we're ready to meditate or not. Yes, ready to meditate. Okay, I am going to share some music. How's that? Yes, it's good. Okay, here we go. I invite you now to just get comfortable in any position that feels right for you. And I invite you to close your eyes if that feels right for you. And let's just take a few deep breaths in. Just going into your heart center. Just feeling the goodness and the beauty of you. Giving yourself gratitude for being here today with this beautiful Light Warrior Collective community. Allowing the space and time to heal our inner child. And now bringing your attention to your heart center and visualizing a beautiful ball of golden light. This light is permeating the entire inner scope of your body temple. It's starting in the space between your eyes, inside your ears, spiraling down throughout your skull, behind your throat, coming through the throat now, and lighting up your torso, spiraling down through your arms and forearms, into your hands, and in each and every finger. This light travels down the insides of your thighs, your calves, and your feet. Now see if you can bring your attention to your hands. If there is a pulsating sensation, feeling the aliveness there. And as your light is encompassing your entire inner body temple, finding 2 spots now at the soles of your feet, taking your beautiful channel of light deeper and deeper and deeper to the core and crystal heart of Mother Earth. We thank Mother Earth for holding space for us. And now coming back up our channel of light through the soles of the feet, visualizing all your energy centers lighting up with beautiful, loving energy. You're reaching now to your crown chakra and seeing a beautiful lotus flower just above your head. And as we take our channel of light through the full bloom of this lotus flower, we will ascend into the 7th plane of existence, towards the light of all that is, ascending through the 1st plane of white lights, continuing into the 2nd plane of shimmering pink. Keep rising into the 3rd plane of beautiful azure blue. We enter into the 4th plane of shimmering electric indigo blue. We continue into the 4th plane and are welcomed by shimmering silver and gray. Entering into the 6th plane now, where all the laws of the universe are, all the colors of the spectrum, and seeing now a beautiful triangular shape surrounded by diamonds. Through the shape is the most magnificent white light. Go through the opening. You are now merging with the light of all that is. And just being here a while. Feeling the light and the love. And now within your arms, visualizing a beautiful baby. And just gently looking into this baby's eyes. Seeing the purity of the energy. And asking permission now to stroke the baby's head. Just gently stroking, acknowledging, saying thank you for being here with me. And now asking permission to stroke its shoulders, stroking gently with love, saying, I love you. I'm here for you. And now asking for its hand, whichever hand the baby wants to give you. Holding this baby hand in the palm of your hand. And looking into the baby's eyes. And repeating silently and slowly within your heart. For all the times that I haven't been here for you. And the times that I have seemingly neglected you. Manipulated our reality. And have not acknowledged your pain. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And continuing to commune with this beautiful baby. This baby is you, your inner child. For all the times that you thought you were anything less than beautiful. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And for all the times we listened to the unconscious words of others, saying we were too fat, too thin, too ugly, or simply not good enough. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Think of the times when you didn't listen to your intuition. When we listened to other people's opinions instead, even if it was to our detriment. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. for the times when we have withheld our love from fear of rejection, from the fear of being shamed, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And for the whole list of unfinished goals that still need to be attended to. Endless lists of things to do, things that we want, people that we want to come to peace with. Releasing the guilt and the judgment from these thoughts. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. For the financial situations, present, past, or future, that needs our attention. For all the fear, blame, guilt, and shame associated with our practical lives and how we operate in the world with our finances. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And for all our boundaries that we allowed people to cross from fear of speaking our voice, from fear of not being liked, for fear of losing our friends, for the fear of not being loved. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And for our relationships, the ones that mean so much to us, that may still need some healing. Returning back to love and peace. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. for the times when we have reacted in ways that seemingly felt out of our control. Reacting from pain, reacting from anger, reacting from shame, blame, and guilt. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And now repeating these words, looking at the beautiful baby, beautiful eyes. I'm here for you now. It's time to let go. Please let go. We are ready to let go of all things that no longer serve us. We are ready to forgive ourselves and others. And create new paradigms in our life. And so for all our past, we transmute and return back to the pure love essence that we are. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And in this space now, we include the healing and giving of pure love to our entire planet. And we expand beyond the planet. We float by all the planets, all the stars and galaxies. We expand beyond the universe and beyond all universes. And in this space and time, in the blackness and the light of infinity, where all potentiality and possibilities are within our hands. Saying silently and slowly after me, Creator of all that is, God, Source, Spirit, Universe of my understanding, we bring forth our intentions and all our love. And we heal our inner child, healing with your light and your love. Feeling that intention now within our hearts, we turn up the frequency, feeling the emotion, feeling the joy, feeling the pure love essence of you. And as we float back through the universes, traveling through our universe, through all the galaxies and stars and planets, returning back to our planet Earth, finding your channel of light, coming straight down through your crown chakra. This healing light of love is touching every cell, every tissue, every muscle. It is through your capillaries, your veins, and in your blood. And as your whole body temple is ablaze with light, finding the 2 spots at the soles of your feet, touching base at the crystal heart of Mother Earth. We thank Mother Earth for holding space for us and for her unconditional love. We come back up through our beam of light, back into our bodies and resting at the heart space. Visualizing now your favorite body of water. It is touching every part of your body temple, cleansing, renewing, refreshing, recalibrating, and taking your beautiful light from your heart center and spreading it beyond your entire auric field, beyond your body, beyond the room you're in, the building you're in, to include all space and time. And in your heart space now, setting a strong and clear intention to embody and emanate the illuminating light of presence to everyone, to everything, and to anything we encounter on our path. Repeating these words silently and slowly. It is done, it is done, it is done, for the highest and best good of all. With ease and grace. And so it is. Resting in your heart space, taking a few deep breaths in now. And when you are ready, your body will tell you when. Coming back to the room. Namaste.